What is up, everyone? It is the Mad King Paradox that's bringing you another Pokemon X and Y battle video. And this time I'm going up against someone by the name of Disc Extreme. You can see he's got his Gastrodon, Ferrothorn, Talonflame, Charizard, Excadrill, and Tyranitar. And I've got my usual setup: the Clefable, the Sharpedo, the Salamence, the Gengar, the Haxorus, and Gliscor. This was a pretty intense battle, so let's get started, and it's one of my current favorites. Okay, you see he starts off with the Tyranitar, like everyone likes to do nowadays, and I start off with the Clefable. I was really hoping he wouldn't start off with Tyranitar, but oh well, it's what it is. And so I go for my usual thing of Cosmic Power. And he does this little setup thing at first with Stealth Rock. You know, it makes sense. I'm just sitting here powering up. He withdraws and goes straight into Ferrothorn, I believe. Yep, Ferrothorn. Let's see, I can't remember exactly what he does next. Of course, I'm just sitting here powering up. I hope you like the back of Clefable, because you're going to be seeing it quite a while. Of course, he Leech Seeds me. And in case y'all haven't noticed, I'm not getting the thing that says the Sandstorm is buffing me, nor am I getting the sign that says that I'm being Leech Seeded. And then, of course, Gastrodon here is going to give me a Toxic. And so I'm going to be Toxic, Seeded, and buffed by Storm. And of course, I go for Charge Beam there like an idiot, forgetting that it's also a ground type, because I'm smart like that. So now I've got 3 statuses going on, and I'm not losing a single bit of health, because Magic Guard is OP as shit. And this Gastrodon. Fuck this Gastrodon. That's all I'm gonna say. This guy actually gave me a good run for my money with my Clefable, because my Clefable has been the downfall of so many online players, but this guy actually locked me to where I couldn't do anything. Of course, I'm just sitting here powering up, power up, power up, power up. Let's see, what does this Ferrothorn do next? I believe it goes... Okay, yeah, my defense won't go up anymore. Yeah, he goes Gyro Ball at this point, which I'm not worried about because my defense and special defense are maxed. Sandstorm subsides for now. Let's see, who's he going to? Yeah, he goes in straight into Gastrodon. And I get off, actually I try and get off a Charge Beam, but he switches into Gastrodon, which cancels out my Charge Beam. Get used to that, because that's going to happen quite a bit. So I go Stored Power. Almost gets him. And I believe right here is where he figures out what to do. Let's see if he does it here. I can't exactly remember. Yep, this is where he figures it out. He predicted me better than anyone I've ever played. Stored Power. Won't work because he's a Dark type and it's a Psychic type move. Son of a bitch. And so, luckily, I can do damage to him with Charge Beam, but there's a problem with it. Take a good look at his health. That's the problem. I'm not doing jack shit to him. He withdraws, knowing I'm going to go for Charge Beam. Go straight into Ferrothorn. Charge Beam goes off. And I just love its animation whenever it does Charge Beam or Stored Power, where it just waves its finger up in the air like that. Of course, even that doesn't do a whole lot. Completely forgets that he's already Leech Seeded me. And this Ferrothorn is bulky. I've never had it take 3 stored powers to take out a Ferrothorn, but it would have taken me 3. Then, of course, he goes back to Tyranitar. Me being an idiot goes for stored power. Charge Beam again. He avoids because I'm lucky like that. And it's at this point of the battle where it's just him going back and forth, switching out between Tyranitar, Gastrodon, and Ferrothorn, and me not doing a single bit of damage with my fully powered Clefable, which was pissing me off to no end. I'm just like, if I can just take out one, if I can just take out one, if I can just take out one, that's all I need. I need to take out Gastrodon or Tyranitar, any one of those, just to make my moves not worthless. And this fucking Gastrodon. I've never had so much problem with a Gastrodon before. It's ridiculous. I'm just sitting here going, aw, come on. Let me just knock out one. Why? I could have tried out predicting him, which I actually do try and do later on, because I went for Cosmic Power there, thinking he was going to switch into Gastrodon. So I was just like, alright, I'll just switch, see if he does anything. Boom. Okay, he does the withdraw here. I believe he goes into Ferrothorn. Yep, goes into Ferrothorn. And I didn't predict it this time because I would have went for stored power. But just this lock of him switching between all 3, me not doing any damage or me doing very little damage at all, was getting very annoying. I finally take out the Ferrothorn, so that's one of his lock trio gone. Now he sends out his Talonflame. And I'm just like, oh, thank God, something I can actually do damage to. Brave Bird didn't do nothing. Got recoiled. I'm surprised it wasn't Life Orbed. And I was like, Charge Beam, take it out. Almost takes it out. And then, I can't remember if he switches here. Yeah, he switches right here. Goes back to Gastrodon, I believe. Yep. And of course, I waste another Charge Beam. And at this point in the battle, my Charge Beam and Stored Power PP is way down. I'm pretty much to the point where I have a couple of attacks left, but not enough to actually take out a lot. He fucks up here, leaves his Gastrodon in, Stored Power, Gastrodon, out, goodbye, see you later, fuck off. Then he sends out his Talonflame again. I take it out. Or does the recoil from this take it out? I can't remember. Of course, Flare Blitz didn't do anything to me. Gets a little bit of recoil. Oh yes, at this point I am completely out of Charge Beam, I think. So my only option is Stored Power. And I'm like in the red at that point. And I believe he switches to his Charizard here. Yep. Charizard comes out. Megas. Charizard Y. I was hoping for X because it's cooler looking. But Charizard Y is perfectly fine. In comes the Drought. That plays absolutely no importance into this battle. Air Slash, not a concern. Stored power takes him down very low. Oh no, it actually knocks him out. Oh, I thought it was a 2-hit. Oh, okay. And then at this point he goes into... Oh, Excadrill. Okay. And this Mold Breaker? See that Mold Breaker? Yeah, I'm completely out of moves at this point. So I'm thinking, oh, it's a ground type. He's going to use ground type move. I'll switch it to Gengar because it has Levitate. Completely forgot about the Mold Breaker because I'm smart. I'm just sitting here going, oh, okay, it won't have any effect on me because I'm levitating. I'm going to outspeed it. Boom. And then I was like, oh, fuck, it has Mold Breaker. No, shit, damn it. And Gengar's down, and so is my best chance of getting rid of Tyranitar. When I could have just switched over to Salamence from the start, and it just be a flying type that doesn't get affected. Because I'm a genius. Withdraws Excadrill, goes into Tyranitar, I believe. Yep. And although this is a physical Salamence, I still have Dragon Breath on it because I was stupid and hadn't gone to Dragon Claw yet. So I used the Dragon Breath to try and get a paralysis. I knew it wasn't going to do much because I put no investment in the special. Ice Beam hits. Had no idea how I survived that. But then I get off one more chance to get a paralysis. Does the damage. Completely fails. Ice Beam takes out my Salamence. Probably should have switched in the Dragon Claw for the Dragon Breath at this point, but oh well, it is what it is. And then I go into Sharpedo. I figured he would take out my Sharpedo in one hit because its defenses are shit. So I just Aqua Jet. Does pretty well. He uses Ice Beam. Surprisingly, didn't do jack shit to him. I'm like, wow, that didn't do anything. So, next turn, one more Aqua Jet, and finally Tyranitar is gone. Good God. So now the only thing staying between me and victory is an Excadrill. And I didn't want to risk Sharpedo, so I figured, you know what? Oh, actually, no, I did. I'm stupid. Oh yeah, that's what I did. I tried to knock him out with one attack. He goes for Dig, and then I decide not to risk Sharpedo. Because I knew I was going to outspeed him, and it was going to knock me out. So I just switched right over to Gliscor. All of those options I could have used to negate his ground-type attacks, and I go with my Levitate Gengar when he has Mold Breaker. I am the smartest man alive. Of course, that does nothing but except the flinch. And I was hoping he would Dig, so my Earthquake would do even more damage. But, oh well, I'm going to take him out anyway, so it doesn't matter. Rapid Spin for no reason except to celebrate my victory. The Earthquake hits, and he is done. Match mine. Thank you very much. That was a very intense battle from start to finish, and I hope you enjoyed it at least half as much as me and him did. So this is the Mad King Paradox signing out, and I will see you for whatever I do next.